Hey, good afternoon, fam. Good afternoon. Hope all is well with everybody. Hope all is well with everybody. Listen, I'm working from the lab today. I'm probably going to be in the office majority of this week into probably majority of next month because next month is Life Insurance Awareness Month. September is Life Insurance Awareness Month. And this is the month where we agents, but also more so in the industry, right? This is the month where the insurance company wants you to understand the importance of having life insurance, right? So you're gonna see a lot of commercials on TV about life insurance, right? It's to help remind the people who are out here without life insurance to get life insurance, right? And I'm gonna focus this month, this next 30 days or so, because most of the time you focus on the parents, right? That you forget about the children, right? And being, sad to say, being in the industry, I've seen a lot of things that I hope no parents ever get to experience, right? But getting life insurance on your children, I want you to understand how important this is. Okay, it's not a stigma. It's not something that you have to be. What's the word it's not something that you have to have superstition about. You understand? Because it's a real thing. It's real life, right? Like, right now in America, right, over 45% of children do not have life insurance. That's almost half of the children in the country that don't have life insurance, right? And every summer, you hear about children dying from whether some form of injury, car accident, especially drowning. Okay, those things happen, right? Then we have to think about other illnesses that affects children, like for example, cancer, type 1 diabetes, epilepsy, sickle cell disease, cystic fibrosis, obesity, lupus, asthma. These are things that affect children and sometimes can end up being fatal. Okay? But fatal is the worst case scenario. What I want us to focus on, and I keep mentioning this movie, and if you guys have a moment, you should go watch it. If you haven't seen it, it's called John Q. It's a Denzel Washington movie. And it talks about in that movie how the child that they had some kind of a heart issue. The heart was like enlarged. The child had a larger than normal heart, and the treatment, I believe, if I remember correctly, in that movie was either 200K or 500K, and the family didn't have it. Okay, and the insurance didn't cover it. This is real stuff that real people go through every single day in America, right? And that movie got so bad that even them selling the house didn't make up, or putting the equity from the house, I'm saying, wouldn't have made up for the money that they need to get this thing done. They had donations from friends and family, from co-workers, everybody, but they just couldn't get the money until Denzel had to go to an extreme and hold up the hospital and force the hand and force the doctor to try to take out his heart to give it to the child. Eventually, the child obviously got a donor, but the reason why I brought that movie up is this. When we think about life insurance, the key word is life. This is not death insurance. It's life insurance. And it's supposed to protect every aspect of your life. If you pass away too soon, your family get a death benefit check. But if you fall sick, you actually will get access to about 90%. And that's not with all providers. Most providers is usually about 50 to maybe 80% or something like that. But I got providers that go up to 96% access to your living benefits while you're alive. So I'm gonna give you an example. Let's say you had a policy that's $1 million and you fall into some health condition. I believe either a brain or heart surgery costs about close to $500,000. Okay. Sometimes, depends on how your health insurance is, it might cover the full thing, but most of the time, it's probably not. As a matter of fact, even if your health insurance was to cover it, there is going to be some cost out of pocket you're going to have to pay for. This is how a lot of people go financially bankrupt. But can you imagine if you had a life insurance policy that you can tap into in an event such as this? So one, you actually can get the proper treatment because you got cold, hard cash. Money will always speak volume. No matter what. Money will always speak. The way people are going to treat you at the hospital when it comes to healthcare is going to be determined in most cases how much money you have. It's sad to say, it's just the world that we live in. So, life insurance policy, especially the newer life insurance policy, have these benefits. But most of us, for some reason, avoid getting life insurance. So I just want to reach out to, if you're watching this and you're a parent and your children don't have, both of my children have life insurance. Both of my children actually have more coverage than a normal adult. Both of my children have more coverage than a normal adult. The average adult in America carry roughly about $75,000 on the average in life insurance. My children have more than 10 times that. Because, and let me show you, when I saw that movie, John Q, is the reason why I upped my kids' coverage. Their first plan was about $250K. After watching that movie, I was like, man, it's almost to happen. At that time, I was like, man, I don't have no cold hard cash like that to try to make sure that my kids okay. But I do have this policy though. So I worked my butt off and I started increasing the coverage little by little. Every time I get some bonuses, I throw money in there because I also want them to have some cash value growth. So when they're a little bit older, they have money to put down the down payment on a home. You know, they're building upon something that I started for them. So September being Life Insurance Awareness Month, you want to make sure that your entire family is covered. That's you, your spouse, and don't leave the children out and the children. So listen, I hope this message reached you well today. I hope this message helps somebody today, because the children are just as much as important, if not more, than you are, because the children are your future. The children are your legacy. And I can't imagine, I can't picture, and if you go to St. Jude's Hospital, if you go to all these places that deals with children with cancer, I can't imagine the pain that parents go through watching that. Even thinking about the fact that, okay, if your child is going through something like that, but you can't even afford to stay at home and take care of them because you have to go to work. But if you had a policy that you can pull out 1 year worth of income out of it, so you could stay home and spend time with your child and take the child back to the hospital and get the child the care that the child needs. It's in your policy. Listen, if you guys want more information on this, if you want to reach out to me, I can be reached at 443-208-5480. That's 443-208-5480. You can also email me at evolve@titanevolutiongroup.com. That's evolve@titanevolutiongroup.com. Listen, don't wait, act now. children policy are so inexpensive. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I think you can possibly even get a $1 million policy for a child for under $100. $1 million permanent cash value policy for under $100. Whereas it will cost most adult $500-$600 just to get $1 million policy. Listen, I look forward to hearing from you guys soon. Let's talk, and again, let's protect the children. Let's keep them safe and protected, and let's plan for their future. Have a wonderful and blessed one.